It's number 1 versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mitchell. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Handoff in a single back formation. And this one goes nowhere, likely to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a deep shot to the right. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. To this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Trying to find room. It's Hayes. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs. And I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. But they don't make the connection that way. Is incomplete. will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined.
They drop him for a loss, but hold on. There are penalty markers on the field. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The Nittany Lions churn out another first down. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Breaks into the clear. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll tackle him at the 27. Well, the season just got a lot more intense. This could be fun. Premier 1 versus 2 matchup, Kirk, right here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, middle of the year to get 1 versus 2. This obviously is going to have a lot of implications as far as the playoff is concerned. And I'm just curious to see a big game like this. Do you ease your way in, or do you take a couple big swings to try to establish who could be the dominating team? Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So every
deep shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. throw it on 3rd and very long. Quick throw over the middle. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. He hands it off from the gun. He's got the first and still going. Breaks free with room to run. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but it's a big play. The 31.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking downfield. This time a completion. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He escapes the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Great job by this offense, answering the bell and getting 6 on the board. We're just an extra point from this thing being all tied up. And you got to think the scoreboard operator isn't done just yet today.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Bringing it out, it's McClellan. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks an open space. Powering through a tackle. They bring him down. The Wildcat produces an explosive run to get a 1st down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Dutch come to the line to run the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. Not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchdown. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Receiver in motion now. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking tackles.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Crucial third down play right here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. On the run, he'll let it go. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. This air attack is still unstoppable.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He could go. They bring him down, a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And 6 more points to the total.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Oh, he throws it back. He shreds the tackle. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football. Here's the 2nd down play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. So it's incomplete. Caught the ball, but they rule him out of bounds.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is incomplete. That's 3 in a row. His passing game out of sync.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled, but 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's hit as he throws it. Pass is broken up.